It is a total frontal attack on everything that this republic stands for, on rugged individualism that this republic used to stand for. Here comes Bernie Sanders with a check. This is basic universal income. This is what Andrew Yang, remember him? Andrew Yang was hawking this stuff. And now Bernie Sanders is hawking it on the floor of the United States Senate. Roll tape.
Each and every month until this crisis is over.
Stop tape.
So
this is the problem. This is the problem, right? Again, it's up to the masterminds who are in government right now, including Bernie Sanders, but beyond, like Dr. Fauci, who are going to decide, quote, when this crisis is over. It's up to Whitmer in Michigan to decide when the crisis is over. It's up to Pritzker in Illinois to decide when the crisis is over. It's up to Murphy in New Jersey to decide when the crisis is over. And of course, it's up to Gavin Newsom to decide in California when the crisis is over there. And I'll tell you when it's going to be over. It's not going to be over when the curve is flattened the way they said. It's not going to be over when ICUs are empty or hospitals are empty. It's not going to be over when there's nobody dying from the Wuhan coronavirus. No. It's going to be over, first of all, when they say it's going to be over, and that's going to be based on a political calculation. And I will tell you that if Donald Trump loses in November and Joe Biden, God forbid, becomes the 46th president of the United States, the Wuhan coronavirus is suddenly going to be, poof, not that big a deal. If Donald Trump wins re-election, then look for the Wuhan coronavirus to remain and to become this second wave that we keep hearing about. It's going to become more virulent, according to these geniuses like Bernie Sanders and Gavin Newsom. It's going to become more deadly. It's going to become more dangerous if Donald Trump is elected. Joe Biden elected, suddenly we can move on with going to church and going to the movies and going to a ball game and getting back to work. Suddenly, it's going to be as if there never was any Wuhan coronavirus problem. Roll tape.
they can pay the rent, feed their families, and make ends meet.
Stop tape. What did we do before we had this giant social safety net that keeps growing? What did we do before we had Social Security? What did we do before we had the Great Society? What did we do before we had food stamps? What did we do before Obamacare? I had this discussion on Father's Day with my daughter, and I explained to her what we did. We didn't have government to the rescue, say, 100 years ago or so. We had churches. We had neighbors. We had friends. We had society coming to the rescue and helping people out. We didn't have this giant social safety net, and we survived. But now we have a safety net that is nothing more than redistribution of wealth, and of course, that is compliments of radicals like Bernie Sanders and the rest of them in Washington, D.C. All right, so the choice for November couldn't be more divergent, drastic, or stark. Bernie Sanders is Black Lives Matter and Antifa and every other terrorist group whose goal is to attack the constitutional foundation of this civil society. Sanders' ultimate goal is their ultimate goal. Replace liberty and freedom with a socialist state where government supplies everything. That's the decision in November. The question is, how many Americans truly comprehend this polar opposite choice?
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.